CQ80, 2 Echo 1, Hotel Juliet Whiskey, calling CQ, 2E1 HJW, calling CQ80, 2 Echo 1, Hotel Juliet Whiskey, calling CQ80, 2 Echo 1, Hotel Juliet Whiskey, calling CQ on 80 metres, calling CQ, 2E1, HJW, calling CQ 80 metres, QRZ. 2 Echo 1, Hotel Juliet. Was that a Golf 7 station there? I have got the Golf 7 station calling. 2 seconds. I will persevere. There's quite a lot of contest stations. It took me a while to find this frequency, and now someone's popped up. So I've got a Golf 7 call. So can you come back with the rest of it, please, mate? Right, if the Golf 7 call can hear me, I've got negative copy on you due to another station. I'm going to go and see if I can find a clearer frequency. So keep a listen out on the band for me. Hopefully I'll find something.
Alpha Golf 5909.
Pick up contact, Lima, Charlie 1, Charlie.
No, dobrze. Jeszcze będzie już odmeldowywał, bo tak jakby nie.
2 Echo 1, Hotel Juliet Whiskey, calling CQ80, 2 Echo 1, Hotel Juliet Whiskey, calling CQ, 2E1, HJW, calling CQ80, 2 Echo 1, Hotel Juliet Whiskey, calling CQ80, 2 Echo 1, Hotel Juliet Whiskey, calling CQ on 80 metres, calling CQ, 2E1, HJW, calling CQ 80 metres, QRZ. 2 Echo 1, Hotel Juliet Whiskey, calling CQ80, 2 Echo 1, Hotel Juliet Whiskey, calling CQ, 2E1, HJW, calling CQ80, 2 Echo 1, Hotel Juliet Whiskey, calling CQ80, 2 Echo 1, Hotel Juliet Whiskey, calling CQ on 80 metres, calling CQ, 2E1, HJW, calling CQ 80 metres, QRZ. 2 Echo 1, Hotel Juliet Whiskey, calling CQ80, 2 Echo 1, Hotel Juliet Whiskey, calling CQ, 2E1, HJW, calling CQ80, 2 Echo 1, Hotel Juliet Whiskey, calling CQ80, 2 Echo 1, Hotel Juliet Whiskey, calling CQ on 80 metres, calling CQ, 2E1, HJW, calling CQ 80 metres, QRZ. 2 Echo 1, Hotel Juliet Whiskey, calling CQ80, 2 Echo 1, Hotel Juliet Whiskey, calling CQ, 2E1, HJW, calling CQ80, 2 Echo 1, Hotel Juliet Whiskey, calling CQ 80, 2 Echo 1, Hotel Juliet Whiskey, calling CQ on 80 metres, calling CQ, 2E1, HJW, calling CQ 80 metres, QRZ. 2 Echo 1, Hotel Juliet Whiskey, calling CQ 80, 2 Echo 1, Hotel Juliet Whiskey, calling CQ 2E1, HJW, calling CQ 80, 2 Echo 1, Hotel Juliet Whiskey, calling CQ 80, 2 Echo 1, Hotel Juliet Whiskey, calling CQ on 80 metres, calling CQ 2E1, HJW, calling CQ 80 metres, QRZ.
Mexico 7, Tango,
Mexico 7, go again. Yeah, was that a Mexico 7 station? Two Echo 1, Hotel Juliet Whiskey, calling CQ for any stations. 2E1, Hotel Juliet Whiskey, calling CQ for any stations. QRZ. Mike 7 station, I've got you. Mike 7, go again.
Hello, Lee, it's Nick here, Lee, Mike 7, November, Hotel Charlie, how you doing?
Oh, afternoon, Nick. How you getting on, mate? Or evening? How you getting on, man? Everything all right? I'll give you a signal report on your next over, but you're a bit quieter than normal, yeah?
Yeah, no worries, Lee, yeah, we're still running on 10 watts, and you're 5 and 9, you're 59 to Eastbourne, mate. How are you keeping? How's your head doing? I'm just seeing you come up on YouTube. I was in bed watching you on YouTube, and I thought I'd come down and say hello.
That's a Roger, mate. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, all right, man. New job opportunities. The missus is back at work. Everything's okay. You're actually you're clearer than normal, funny enough. I just looked, you're just over the 9s to me, Radio 5, Nick. But, yeah, no, you're making a trip into Harlow tonight. You're my first QSO as well. Yeah, I've been neglecting the radio. I've not really been doing much. I've just been busy doing, like, not radio, basically, you know, getting back in the taxi and working, and hopefully I've got a new job. The missus has found a new job, so it's all going off, mate. It's all going off this end. I hope you're well, mate. What you been up to from 2E1 HJW?
Yeah, Mike 7, November, Hotel Charlie returning. Yeah, we've been, we're not been doing a lot. I've retired. I've been working a couple of days last week, helping out my ex-boss, just building a summer house. Just doing a bit of building work there, Lee. Nothing too strenuous. Trying not to work, but, you know, it's just, every now and then it's great for enough, and it gets you out of the house, you know. You do get sometimes, you do get a bit bored sitting around doing nothing, but the radio's been fantastic recently. The actual prodigy on 10 metres, it's been fantastic. I've got loads on 10 metres. Have you been on 10 then, Lee, back here?
That's no, negative. I had a cheeky couple of contacts on 11. Not that I really use 11 anymore. I was just checking out an antenna. But yeah, I had 1 or 2 on 10. But yeah, no, I've just been busy, mate. It was really. I know the bands have been wide open on 10, 11, etc., haven't they? I think this is the first time I've streamed in about 3 weeks, to be fair. Really haven't been doing nothing radio-wise. I've just been really, like, busy, really, and just chilling out. Started playing football again, mate. That's what it was. Last Tuesday, I'd done my first 5-a-side game. First ever football match I played with my son. Men's football, obviously, and he's only 18, and let's just say it was a little bit of a struggle, and for a couple of days I had to make sure the legs were still attached to the body, do you know what I mean? But enjoyed it. I didn't get past the goal line, though. My boy did, he scored, and the only person that actually started, well, and my I had a couple of good shots on goal through the game, different goalkeepers that we was all taking it in turns, and typically my son was the one that stopped it, wasn't it? So he didn't get no pocket money last week, mate. Back to you. Yeah, do you know what? 18 years old he is. And to be honest, he probably took after my dad a bit more than me by the looks of things, because all the fellas were playing a ball to him, and he was just like a little whippet mate around everyone and everything, finding space. It was good. I like that was the first football game I've played in 15 years. I made a couple of silly mistakes, but to be fair, I done a couple of good balls which led to some assists and that, so it was good fun, mate. So onwards and upwards. Just got to lose a bit of weight, mate. I tell you, you got to be fit as a fiddle, ain't you, really, to be even decent at football. But really enjoyed it. Got a few of the old leg burns and that we was playing on a 3G pitch, so it's never acceptable to go sliding on that, and that hurts. But yeah, it happened. It all happened. It weren't a dream, but I enjoyed it, mate. I enjoyed it. Back to you.
In my days, obviously, it was all grass, you play the grass, and you got to train on the access to the little 3G now, don't they? I think it was the first cover ever had was I played on that one when they first came over. And they had such an advantage over other teams because, you know, they were just playing on it. And I think they played in the league, didn't they? They actually played in the league on the traffic kit. And I think they did quite well because they're not many teams went there. I mean, what you think the forward bounce was completely different. You couldn't tackle on it. You couldn't slightly tackle on it. If you did, like you say, you got glass turns. Yeah, it's just a thing over it. Rock hard in the ankle, different boots, different footwear. All those different things there, Lee, actually.
Yeah, that's a Roger. It was funny, actually. The minute my missus turned up, there had a ball coming off the right-hand side, and I was on the back post. And as I've ran, one of their defenders dropped right back, obviously, to go in between me and the ball. And I managed to go round him, but we were still sort of progressing up the pitch. So I was running towards the goal still. And I went to kick it, and I knew I weren't going to reach it, but I thought and I just let my back leg drop. So I slid, and I tried to hook it in, and it didn't. It hit the post and come off typically. And literally, my missus and daughter got there to pick us up, and the rain, mate, I can't ever remember playing football in rain like that. And you couldn't see, it's like doomsday. And in the end, I just sort of give up, and I was just laying on the Astro in a star. My missus was creasing up. I thought, if my dad could see me, mate, he'd be ripping the piss out of me. Do you know what I mean? Back to you. Oh, I've got someone that just popped up on one of the frequencies, typically, near us. I think what you're going to do for a manager, I think that was. Well, normally I would have called my old man in for that. But it's only a 5-a-side league thing, and there's 13 players. So I'm not going to get many games. Just self-managed, I think. There's nothing great going on. My boy has actually been invited back, but to play in goal. He made some wicked little saves, and they've not got a keeper. And to be fair, he's not even 18 yet, so he shouldn't really be playing in men's football. And you know what it's like. You turn up men's football, and if they want to take you out, they'll just take you out of the game. So I think they said, look, you can come if you want to play in goal, but it'd probably be a bit dodgy to have you running out on the field, because it only takes one of them to take a dislike to him, and they'd do his ankle or something. You got to be a bit wary, you know, with men's football. But yeah, so that's it. Really. I'm just on call, really. To be fair, I've just signed up, actually, funny enough, to Fat Man Football. It's called Fat V Football. So it's 6-a-side, but on a full-size pitch, played at Harlow Town Stadium on their 3G, and you have to have a weigh-in each month, and each game basically. And if you collectively lose, each stone equals a goal. Or if you collectively gain weight, each stone's negative a goal. So you could start a game on like -1 to 3, and then whatever goals, and then that's the final result basically. And then they give you like diet plans and bits and bobs. But I've got a few mates that play it, so I've just signed up for that. So that's probably what I'll be doing. At least that way, then my fitness can slowly increase a little bit. Then maybe have a couple of games on this 5-a-side. And there's actually an 11-a-side football team, and then they've rang me just because I know the geezer and I mentioned it to him, and he's cab drivers basically, and I know they used to play, and when he found out I was playing again, because I was alright when I was a kid, obviously my old man used to spend a bit of time, we used to play quite a lot of football, so and with my dad's football history and stuff, I was alright when I was a kid, so when they found out I was playing again, it's like, oh yeah, even if you come on sub and that for a bit. So yeah, so I'll potentially, hopefully, I'll get back to playing a couple of times a week. Then the weight will fall off me, I think. Back to you, Nick, from 2E1HJW.
Yeah, Mike, 7 November Hotel Charlie returning. Yeah, okay, well, that's good. Sounds like a good idea, mate. You know, it's a good idea. The other thing I was asking, what about your Tottenham team? Who are they going to have as manager? What's going to go on there, mate? Back to you.
Oh, the old Spurs don't even go there. I'm having nightmares. I'll tell you what, everything about Spurs is just going wrong at the minute, and what a state we're in. Mate, we was at the quiz night down the pub last night, and 2 Arsenal, 3 Spurs, and 1 West Ham. And to be fair, every single one was in agreement, like, what is going on with a football club. Like, absolutely mental. But these things are sent to try us. Harry Kane, he'll definitely go. Lamella's going to go. But I will be honest, like, Harry Kane is a top quality striker, world class. But the best and the most enjoyable game of football I ever watched in recent years with Tottenham didn't even have Harry Kane on the subs bench, and that was the Ajax game 2 years ago. And I know we're a different team to what we was then, but a massive, massive, massive rebuild. And I think realistically, what is going to be the defining factor is what manager gets appointed. We've got the actual stadium tour on Bank Holiday Monday. We've got tickets because we're in Harlow, so we're only 3 stops down. And yeah, we've got tickets for the stadium tour. We bought as a present for the in-laws on Christmas, and because of COVID, it keeps going back. But now it's all official. We've booked our car park spaces and that, and then everything. So obviously, Leicester tomorrow, they're going to come out fighting, because I think on goal difference, I can't remember what it was. I think it's if it's 5 or 6 they score, then potentially they can get a Champions League place. So they're going to come out fighting, and our back end is as weak as a chocolate fireguard. So I'm expecting to be trounced, really, to be fair. I reckon we'll end up finishing 8th. I said 6 all the way up till about 2 weeks ago, and I reckon we're going to finish 8th. Which, to be fair, yeah, is disappointing. But with a team with so much going on behind closed doors, from the board all the way to the players, to be fair, we could probably do with just playing Premier League football and just let's try and rebuild the team rather than worrying about what other cups and that we're paying in. It's not like Daniel Levy's run out of money, is it, in £1 billion stadium? So that's my take on it, mate. That's my take on it. Are you a Spurs fan yourself? I forget now. I know you've said. I want to say you're Chelsea, aren't you? Back to you, 2E1HJW.
No. Obviously, I'm not look to see Palace every week. That's who I played for. But I don't really have a team I look out for, really. I like just long English football, really. I like the idea. I used to like the idea of watching the English play, but I haven't really got any. Obviously, Palace is probably the team that I'd like to see do okay. But isn't he going to be after new manager next year? So yeah, it's all up in the air, really, isn't it? There's not many English managers that can come in, really. So I can't stand Sam Allardyce. He won't be him, I don't think. So yeah, no, I'm going to clue, mate, about that one. And it's quite busy here tonight, isn't it? There's a station just come up very close to it. There's a lot of people on about it tonight. There's a competition on, I think, isn't there? That's what all the noise is. It's on my waterfall. You got a 7300 as well. I know waterfall's quite busy tonight, isn't it? It's my waterfall's full there, Lee. But what's yours like? Mike 7 November Hotel Charlie returning.
Yeah, 2E1HJW. Yeah, it's the same, mate. It's the same. I'm streaming slightly different. I don't know if you've seen it on YouTube. I've been mucking about. I've got another camera on the go. I'm going to get another camera. This is the camera that's on me is just in the actual PC screen. but the camera that's on the radio is the good camera, so I want to get another good camera, so then the quality's better. But I'm getting there. It's looking alright. I keep looking up to the other screen just to make sure it's still all going. Yeah, so funny that actually, because I heard that rumour, Sam Allardyce, and then now the Wolves manager, I forget his name, innit? He's leaving Wolves, and he's done quite a lot of good things at Wolves, so I forget his name now. Maybe that won't be a bad shout. To be fair, mate, as long as it ain't Lampard, I don't care. If we end up with Lampard, I am literally going to burn everything Tottenham and start supporting Harlow Town FC, yeah? Back to you.
Yeah, I think I was watching on YouTube, but not on YouTube. Yeah, I think more chance than Palace than Tottenham, mate, so I wouldn't worry about that one. I think, let me just turn this off. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about that one. I don't think they're going to pay. He's not that great record, really. He's a great player, but I wouldn't say he's that good a manager there, Lee. Anyway, now I can't go in too much longer, mate. I've got to get up there quite early in the morning. I've got to take my wife running tomorrow. I've got to take her out. She does a run Sunday morning, so I usually get up and sort her out, ready to go running then, mate. It's nice to speak to you again, anyway. And I hope you're well, and you stay well. And we'll catch you again maybe next week again, then, Lee. Back to you.
Yeah, that's a Roger, mate. Maybe. I might even go live. I might get the missus to go live on TikTok if I'm playing football over the weekend. I don't know yet. I'm still waiting. Someone's going to message me about a training session tomorrow morning. But I might even put my boots on and go over the field with my daughter, have a kickabout tomorrow. All right, Nick. Well, you have a good evening, mate. Enjoy your running that tomorrow, whatever you're up to, you and your missus. 73's for now, and obviously you get notifications when I'm about anyway on the radio, don't you? I don't know whether you've ever checked out, ever heard of an app called Zello. It's a walkie-talkie app on a phone, basically. It's not radio, but I'm on there quite a lot. If you follow Fred in the Shed on YouTube, maybe jump on there and say hello, and it'll be like having a phone conversation. There's a good group of lads on there, and we all have a chat, mate. Back to you.
You said what, Zello? I do watch Fred in the Shed. You said Zello. Was it Z-E-L-L-O?
Yeah, that's a Roger, mate. If you follow Fred in the Shed, go on there, look at his videos, and he advertised he started up a 305 Zello network channel. If you add it on there, I'm one of the admins on there, but there's about 1,000, 1,200 members on there. It has got quieter in recent days, because obviously now people are back to work because of COVID and stuff. But it's going off now. I've been on there most of the evening chatting. I've got a TM7 network radio in the taxi. I'm always on and off of there, mate. So pop on there and say hello.
Yeah, okay, mate. No problem at all. We will do that. We'll say 7-3 for now, mate, and we'll catch you further on down, mate. Have a good rest of the evening. I'll watch you on YouTube. Go in bed to watch on YouTube now.
Yeah, all right, Nick, mate. 73's due. Thanks for coming back to the call, mate. Always a pleasure. Catch up with you soon. Right, 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey 2E1 HJW QRZ. 2E1 HJW 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey. Calling CQ for any stations. QRZ. Was that a 2 Echo 1 Sierra Tango uniform? Right, Stu, I think that's you, mate. I really can't hear. It's noisy. I am looking at the signal meter. Come back again. Yeah, I would say, to be fair, you're giving me about a signal 5. No, not a signal 5, a signal 9 radio, probably 4 to 5, like it was earlier on when we had a quick QSO. But I can't hear people are keying up all over you. I've got it's flicking up to about plus 20s of crap. So tonight's probably going to burn out quite quick, I think. Try again, Stu. Yeah, I heard that whole over, so I don't know whether you changed antennas. I'm going to say you did. And you definitely come up, your audio and signal must have got stronger back to you. Alright, so Roger, mate, no worries. Well, listen, I won't hold it with you, Stu, because I can hardly hear you, mate, but I'm going to put you in the log, because I've definitely had a QSO with you today. And I'll catch up with you later. I'm not going to be on this too much, not if it's this noisy. I can't even try 40 because the antenna's laying on the roof. So I'll muck about on it. What's the old stream look like? All right. Yeah, no worries, Stu. I'll catch you later on. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey 2E1HGW QRZ. 2E1HJW 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey QRZ. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey, calling CQ 2E1HJW, calling CQ QRZ. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey, 2E1HJW, calling CQ and calling any stations. 2E1HJW, calling CQ for any stations. QRZ. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey, 2E1HJW, calling CQ for any stations. 2E1HJW, calling CQ for any stations. QRZ. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey, calling CQ 80. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey, calling CQ 2E1HJW, calling CQ 80. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey, calling CQ 80. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey, calling CQ on 80 metres, calling CQ 2E1 HJW, calling CQ 80 metres. QRZ. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey, calling CQ 80. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey, calling CQ 2E1 HJW, calling CQ 80. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey, calling CQ 80. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey, calling CQ on 80 metres, calling CQ 2E1 HJW, calling CQ 80 metres. QRZ. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey, calling CQ 80. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey, calling CQ 2E1 HJW, calling CQ 80. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey, calling CQ 80. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey, calling CQ on 80 metres, calling CQ 2E1 HJW, calling CQ 80 metres. QRZ. Come back with your call again, my friend.
My name is Delta Kilo 7, Alpha Charlie Tango.
Was that Delta Kilo 7 Alpha Charlie Kilo, was that? Delta Kilo 7 Alpha Charlie Tango, Delta Kilo 7 Alpha Charlie Tango QSL.
Roger, okay.
Oh, good evening, my friend. I hope you're well. Name this end is Lee, Lima Echo Echo. I'm 10 miles north of North London on the M11 corridor near Stansted Airport, mate. I hope you're doing well, my friend. I'll give you a signal report on your next over. And I hope everyone's all right. Back to you from 2E1HJW.
Ja, mein Englisch ist noch gut. Hotel, mein Locator, Hotel 19, Hotel 19.
Yeah, my call sign is 2 Echo 1, so 2 England 1, Hotel Japan Whiskey, Hotel Japan Whiskey, QSL. The DK station, come back. Yes. I think it's just too noisy, you can't hear properly, same as me. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey, 2E1HJW. Calling to Q for any stations, QRZ. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey, 2E1HJW. Calling to Q for any stations, QRZ. Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey, 2E1HJW, calling CQ for any contacts. Calling CQ for any contacts. QRZ. Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey, 2E1HJW, calling CQ for any contacts. QRZ. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey, calling CQ for any contacts, QRZ. 2E1HJW, calling for any contacts, QRZ. Right, last final call for me tonight, and then I'm going to turn it off. It's just too busy. I can't hear nothing here, it's crazy. But thanks for anyone that come onto the YouTube anyway. 2E1HJW, 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey, calling CQ for any stations, QRZ.
Mike 0, Oscar Tango, Quebec.
The Mike 0 station, come again?
Mike 0, Oscar Tango, Quebec.
Mike 0 Oscar Tango Quebec, was that?
That's Roger. Yeah, just want to say hello. I know you from Zelo. Well, very rarely I'm very rarely speaking there. But probably you remember me because you got me back to radio. So Mike 0 Oscar Tango, Quebec.
Yeah, of course I know you. How you getting on, my friend? You alright? Thanks for calling in. I don't think we've worked before. If you can hear a humming noise in the background, if you can see it on the stream here, it's a motorised fish tank with jellyfish in it. It's quite funny. It's my daughter's, so I see it and I thought I'd whack it in the old YouTube video, but it's making a bit of a racket. Listen, crazy. But yeah, go again with another over, and I'll give you a signal report, mate.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, for on a fish tank, I actually do marine fish, but yeah, I can't hear the fish tank in the background. But yeah, I do marine fish, that's in the chorus and all that stuff. So
yeah, interesting to hear you on 80 meters for the first time, really. But yeah, hopefully we speak more than that. I wonder what's my signal report over there from Mike Zero. What's Tango Quebec?
Yep, 2E1HJW returning. Yeah, your signal report's 5 and 9 and a little bit. 5 and 9 and a little bit on a very noisy band, so I can hear other people underneath your modulation. But to be fair, you're a good strong signal to me tonight. Nick, the first fella I worked, he was coming up to about your level, but because he was slightly weaker, he was getting banged about a bit. But you're definitely making a trip to me. I think you know where I am. I'm in Harlow in Essex, just near Stansted Airport. Back to you from 2E1HJW.
Yeah, surely, I know exactly where you are. Yeah, well, you're 5'7", and I'm located in Malvern, in Worcestershire. I'm not sure if you know, back to you?
Yeah, that's it, mate. Yeah, I know it. Well, not know it well, I know of it, but it's all good, mate. So, what have you been up to over the last couple of days whilst in, back to you?
Yeah, it's a lot of work over this side. I know you struggle and all that. Yeah, I've heard. So yeah, I'm happy that you're standing back up. Because you said today I was listening. I was driving quite a lot. I'm listening, but not speaking much because of work. I do furniture and stuff and installations and quite often. Well, I've got you in the background and a sort of. It's nice to hear people doing the licenses and this and that. It's very interesting to hear about various antennas and stuff. So you learn as you hear, and then you're having a think and you learn. But I don't get to talk that much. Just no time for it. But you're quite often in the background, and I'm just when you're laughing, I'm laughing sometimes. Also seen your YouTube videos, yeah, nice stuff, matey. Back to you from Mike Zero of Tango Quebec.
2E1HJW returning. Yeah, no, to be fair, mate, that's more my MO now. I know I'm quite active on the Zello channels and stuff, especially that channel, really, to be fair. I'm quite active on there, but at the same time, with customers and just day-to-day people, and obviously I've got a lot of cab friends that are sitting on the ranks, so we're talking all the time and that, so I'm not as active as I once was, but I do get about a bit, mate. I get about a bit on there, have a laugh and that. It reminds me of what CB used to be back in the day, to be honest with you, where you haven't got to really watch what's being said on there and you can all have a crack. I am debating whether to do a podcast, a radio podcast, so that'll be my next little venture. I'm already looking into ways of doing it. I might even try and get a few of them on Zello tomorrow and try and pick a couple of subjects and have a bit of a chat about it, and then record it live to put up the first podcast and see how we go with that. So that'll be funny, but I won't hold it with you. I'm going to put a couple of calls out. Thanks for coming back to me. To be fair, if I don't get much joy over the next 5 minutes, I'll probably turn it in for the night. It's just too busy. When there's competitions on, it's all right when you're taking part, but when you're not, you can't get a spare space, and stations pop up out of nowhere, and you can't hear nothing. And I've not even used the radio, and I've got it for about a week, and I've got it all set up slightly different. So I think I'm getting to some sort of normality, like where I like stuff and things. I need to get another webcam, and I need to get some more lighting sort of stuff going on. But yeah, it's all a work in progress, mate. It's all good. Back to you for your final, mate, from 2E1HJW.
Yeah, okay, Lee. I make it to my final, yeah. Yeah, I got similar radio to mine. I've got IC7610. And I've recently got an IC 705, and I took it up the hill because, Malvern hills are quite high. On a 5 watts and magnetic loop antenna. I reached Bulgaria, I think, was the first contact we did. So that was fun. Yeah, but my background is CB as well. So yeah, when I was in my teenage, back in Poland, because you probably know I'm Polish. I spend a lot of time chatting on the CB and stuff. Always wanted to be a ham radar operator, never did the course. It's just when I came back here, I had more, I don't know, motivation, I think, and did all the courses and stuff over here. Okay, make it my final. Good luck with the call. Hopefully you find some interesting stations. And see you further down the road. So Mike 05 Tango, Quebec.
Yeah, no worries, mate. You have a good evening, Messina. I'm sure I'll catch up with you later on, mate. But thanks for coming in on the call. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey 2E1 HJW. Call in at CQ for any stations. QRZ. 2E1 HJW, 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey. Call in CQ for any stations. QRZ. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey, 2E1 HJW. Call in CQ for any stations. QRZ. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey, call in CQ for any stations. QRZ. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey, 2E1 HJW, call in CQ for any stations. QRZ. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey, call in CQ for any stations. QRZ. 2E1 HJW, call in CQ for any stations. QRZ. I might go for a flick about in a minute. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey, 2E1 HJW, call in CQ for any stations. QRZ. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey, 2E1 HJW, call in CQ for any stations. QRZ. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey, 2E1 HJW, call in CQ for any stations. QRZ. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey, 2E1 HJW, call in CQ for any stations. QRZ. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey, 2E1 HJW, call in CQ for any stations. QRZ. 'Right, let's go for a flick about then and see what's about. This is going to be funny, trying to use a radio like this. I need to move. What's that doing? Whoa. Ouch, got my finger stuck in the mic. Right, let's have a look.
X-ray Charlie, Delta Florida 8, X-ray Charlie, good.
50s, which drives the 461,000.
You know, it's clean. There's no overdriving, nothing at all. You know, it's all rated to like 30 or 40% of the maximum rating. And
I mean, even the 4CX 10,000 at 10 kilowatts is ridiculous in single sideband because it is rated 16 kilowatts for key down 24/7. You know, so on single sideband, average power will be like 30% of that at the most. You know, so I mean, this is going to be very, very linear, and if your filters are correct, then you'll put all that power into this 3 kilowatts bandwidth instead of 12 there. Back to you.
Oh yeah, well this is it, Hubert, isn't it? It's got to keep yourself on the right track, and this is why, when people come out with the really wide bandwidth, okay, it's perfectly legal as far as the regs are concerned. It says experimentation and self-training in radio techniques. That's fine, absolutely fine. But if most of the population can't hear it, it's a bit pointless. So of course I generally reply with Go AM, and that's the one. Full fat, plate and screen modulated FM, so AM. That's the one, and it instinctively sounds so much better. The General Dynamics of most commercial stuff of this era, they only use one sideband. So I can't be accused of giving full fat AM. But my Yaesu ST840, the little Yaesu ST840 gives the nicest, smoothest AM that you can possibly get, And the only one better than that is my lab gear. I've got a 1957 lab gear LG300, which sadly I don't seem to use enough. I had to make, it came without modulator or power supply, so I had to make a power supply and cobble up a modulator together. And that does nicely now. Really pleased with the thing, but there aren't enough people want to play AM nowadays, are there? I know there's a Dutch net, isn't there, at some point, that does the AM, and they sound really nice. If I could only understand what they were saying. Back to you, Hubert.
2E1HJW.
Yeah, taking the base station, Pete.
Yeah, go ahead there, 2E1.
Yeah, 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey, evening all. Just thinking, can I get a quick radio report? Is that right?
Yeah, okay, mate. 2E1 HJW. JW, is it? Okay, I'll go for JW first. Yeah, Lee, isn't it? Okay, Lee, yeah, we've got you, mate. This is my call is Golf 4 Tango Charlie Bravo. Name's Pete, and I'm in Leeds in West Yorkshire. We've got Hubert here with us, who's Papa Hotel 2 Uniform November, and he's in Stamproy on the Dutch-Belgian border. Right, over to you there, Lee.
Yeah, no worries, guys. Well, I won't keep it. The antenna I use don't like being up this way, so I won't keep it that much, mate. But yeah, just thought I'd come in. You're booming in plus 40 into me tonight, mate. Really nice audio. And yeah, I'm doing a bit of a live stream on YouTube, but it's so noisy. Trying to get a single frequency to call out on is becoming really hard. So I'm just going to have a little bit of a flick about, call into some stations, and then close it all down for the night. Back to you from 2E1HJW.
Okay there, Lee. Yeah, that's fine, is that, mate? Well, I can just hear you. I'm in Leeds. Yeah, I was using Hack Green earlier on, and I was still on there, so I use it as my diversity receiver. But you're not very well coming into Leeds. I'm using commercial stuff, General Dynamics transceiver. And that because it's a transmit exciter, gives about 3/4 of a watt out. So I use a Marconi Avionics amplifier to get a bit more oomph out of it. And then I've got a homebrew power amplifier, single valve based around a 4CX 1500. Currently just a little bit less than 400 watts through a vintage Bendix ATU, again military stuff, into a 125-foot flat top. And of course, that's the bit that's doing all the work, is the antenna. Anyway, pass it back to you, Lee, and if you want to take it over to Hubert and ask for a report.
Yeah, no worries, mate. That might be a little bit better. I've just tuned up the radio antenna, so just quickly back to you. Is that any better now?
Marginally. It's not doing too well. I don't know what antenna you're using. I mean, if I were on 10 watts, or 50 watts, in fact, for a test I could always put the amplifier into standby. and it's the antenna. What antenna are you using, Lee?
Yeah, we've got a half-wave dipole. Half-wave dipole, about 30 foot high, and I'm about a 350 foot ASL, 340 foot ASL. I usually don't do too bad all over the UK, but to be fair, we've had some higher winds, and there is a slim chance that half the dipole is actually on the deck. It's in a field out the back, and I've not gone and checked, but it's tuned up all right, so hopefully not. But it could be. That could be the MO. It'd be interesting. I'll go and check it tomorrow. Back to you.
Okay, Lee. Yeah, you haven't got a ballon type thing in there, have you?
No, Roger, mate. It's all old school. Just a piece of coax, and the middle conductor and the braid in a couple of trees, and then 2 bits of speaker wire, and bang. I want to make a better one. It's like it was an experimental one over COVID, and I work really well on it. To be fair, I cover most of the UK. So, but it can just be conditions. There could be something wrong with it. I've not used it for a couple of weeks, to be fair. So, as I say, half of it could be on the deck for all I know out there at the minute, to be fair to you. So it's interesting. But I've got you, lovely signal anyway. I know you've turned your power down a bit, but it's still plus 20, plus 30 to me.
Okay, mate. Well, we'll take it on to Hubert. Do you want to give Lee a report there, Hubert? And if you're into the speaker wire, go to Screwfix or somewhere like that, and get a roll, a 100-metre roll of 4mm. The earth wire, the green and yellow, is the cheapest. Make that into the aerial. When I did that, it drastically improved the dipole. Use 125 foot because that's cut to 375, 3775, a little bit higher up than we're at now. But that works nicely. I was really pleased with the results of it. Right, over to you, Hubert. Do you want to give Lee a quick call, mate?
Yeah, good evening, Lee. It's the call sign here, Papa Hotel 2, Uniform November. Name is Hubert, Hotel Uniform Bravo, Echo Romeo Tango. Signal reports 5 and 9 here in the south of the Netherlands. Back to you.
Wicked, mate, no worries. Well, you're plus 20, plus 30. I'm running 50 whiskies this way as well, 50 watts only. So that ain't too bad, mate. Lovely audio from you. What's your setup? What are you using, Herbert?
Yeah, I'm using a FTD X5000 into a homebrew a symmetrical tuner, using a homebrew amplifier, and that goes into a 200-meter loop, ladder line fed there. Back to you.
Right, okay, a 200-meter loop. So is that fed in the centre with ladder line? And what is that running around your perimeter? The reason I'm asking is I've got a friend who's just moved, and he's got a mag loop for 40/20, but he's thinking of doing some sort of ground loop for 80, and I was just wondering how you get on with it. Back to you.
Yeah, well, it's fed in the corner of, it's a square. It's fed in one of the corners. That's what you should do. And yeah, you can make a round, but it doesn't make too much of a difference. I've tried it all. Also tried full wavelength on 160. 4 or 5 wavelengths even, but it doesn't really make that much of a difference. So I'll stick to this one. Much better there. Back to you.
That's right. How high is that off the ground? I've heard some people say they need to be like a quarter of a wavelength up. Others have said like just on like a fence sort of 6 foot, sort of just quite low to the ground. How high is yours off the deck from 2E1HJW? Back to you.
Yeah, well, that depends on your situation, really. I mean, the higher the better. One thing you need to keep in mind is that you keep the feed point up as high as you can. And from there, it doesn't matter. I've spoken to people that have it 5 meters off the ground, It still works much better than a normal dipole. So, and on the receiving end, it's really quiet. So that is what you have to keep in mind. You know, the height. It doesn't need to be that high, but make sure that your feed point is at the highest point there back to you.
Ah, so Roger, it's interesting stuff. Yeah, the dipole I've got, it's just thrown out in a field in between 3 trees, and it usually does really well, to be fair. Today, I just think it might be something to do with the conditions, just not great. But yeah, I've got a little YouTube channel going on Radio DX, so if you guys want to listen back to the QSO we've just had for some audio feedback, then make sure you do, because you both sound absolutely cracking with the audio. But listen, I won't hold it. Thanks for letting me in. I'm just going to have a flick about on the bands. It's just I can't get anywhere free to call out. And I can hear people coming back to me, and then someone pops up on a frequency beside you and they wipe you out. But hey-ho, it's here to test us, isn't it? But for now, mate, 73 to you, to the pair of you, and thanks for letting me in. And I'll catch up with you later on down the log, as they say, from 2E1HJW 73 for now.
Okay, 73 is then Lee, and nice to work you, mate. Over to you, Hubert.
Yeah, it seems to be getting worse, isn't it? Who's that then? Just came up.
I don't know, but the other ones disappeared after a while, didn't they? It's probably they came on when Lee was on, because they couldn't, you couldn't hear anybody coming out, so he wasn't particularly strong in leads. But usually that's the antenna. There's something's up with it. But as you say, he'll probably find out what it is. I found this as soon as I put in.
Ich bin um 4 Uhr wach geworden heute Morgen. Ja, eigentlich ganz normal, wenn ich irgendwas vorhabe oder so. Also schlafen.
The old station master. Right, thanks for everyone that's watching. I'm going to call it a night. the missus is on her way home, so she'll be back in a second. She wants to have a catch up, and the bands are just too noisy. I can't find anywhere to call out and that. So 73s for now for everyone watching, and I'll catch you a bit later on. And hello, hello, hello. Bye, 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 bye.